Our commentators at the Maracanã for FIFA's Confederations Cup final are Mark Lawrenson and Guy Mowbray.
Thanks, Gary, and good evening from the fabled Maracanã. Due to host the World Cup final on the 13th of July next year, and now the scene for what has been termed the dream final for the dress rehearsal. The problems in Brazil go on and need to be addressed, but in a pure football sense there is delight at how this competition has been received and how it's been played. Star players at the end of long seasons in many cases giving their best and giving us some great games and some glorious goals. Well, this promises more of the same. Something to enjoy however old you are. 5 times world champions against the current world champions. A test of how much Brazil will need to do to be genuine contenders next year, and maybe the one big test that this Spain team has yet to face. These great football nations haven't met since 1999. Brazil haven't been beaten on home soil since 2002, and only twice ever in competitive games at the Maracanã. The last time, 1957. The atmosphere has been building with people around the ground all day long. Coming up to 7 p.m. local time. Around 2 hours ago as the stadium started to fill. An incredibly partisan feel was going around the ground. We had a concert with some well-known Brazilian pop stars. A really excitable feel. By the way, when we get to the national anthems in a moment, you will rarely have heard anything like what you'll hear when the people start singing the Himno Nacional do Brasil. That sums up Filipão, Luiz Felipe Scolari. He's been relaxed right the way through the tournament. Vicente del Bosque is a rather more reserved figure. World Cup winners both. Let's stand for the national anthems. loud war cry. Breathtaking. Take a look at the two starting 11s tonight. The Brazil coaching team alluded to an unchanged team yesterday, and that's what it is. The side that started 3 of their 4 matches in the competition. They've scored 11 goals, 3 each for Neymar and Fred, who's got his in the last 2 games. Up against current club mates are Real Madrid's Marcelo and Barcelona's Dani Alves, with Neymar, of course, Barcelona bound himself next season. We've got a Dutchman refereeing, Björn Kuipers. That's a surprise only in that FIFA generally wouldn't appoint someone from the same continent as one of the teams involved, but there has been a feeling that the European officials at the competition have performed at the highest level. Assisted by countrymen Erwin Zijnstra and Sander van Roekel. There is one change to Spain's side from their semi-final. Out goes David Silva, in comes Juan Mata, who along with Jesús Navas came on to very good effect against Italy. Fernando Torres starts a genuine rather than false number 9. And after reports that he was fatigued, Xavi plays for Spain for the 126th time, now equals second in appearances with the former goalkeeping great Andoni Zubizarreta.
I tell you what, Guy, after that fantastic rendition of the Brazilian national anthem, Spain are playing against 12 men. It was absolutely sensational.
Got the hairs on the back of your neck standing up. Brazil have done that every time they've played at this competition. Turn the music down, let the people take over. We are ready to go in the 2013 Confederations Cup final, and it is Brazil who get the game started. The 16th day of competition, the 16th game. At the World Cup next year, you can double the days, you can quadruple the number of games and teams. You'll be hard pushed to improve the standard of football that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. Neymar's first run brought to an end. First time he tumbles, no free kick. Torres down with the challenge from David Luiz. Björn Kuipers was thinking about a free kick and decided there was an advantage to be played.
Well, I'm not sure about that. And Torres was out of the game, that's the first thing. Spain would rather have had the free kick.
Now Brazil get one and Fred has taken it quickly. Whistle's gone. It'll have to be retaken. Holt thought for a second he was going to end a run of 9 games without a goal for his country.
Yeah, Jordi Alba as well thought that's when he was treading water for a second.
Luiz Gustavo. Controlled by Hulk, collected by Oscar. Hulk in towards Fred, bounced off Neymar's heel, and he's gone into the net. Fred scored. The Maracanã erupts. One of the scrappiest goals we've seen in the competition. Poked home by Brazil's number 9.
Well, Brazil conceded a scrappy goal against Uruguay, and that's a Spanish turn as well. And no one in the Spanish team really got to grips with it at all. It came off Casillas here in the end, and Fred's just lying on the floor, and it sits up lovely for him, look. Piqué's all over the place, Arbeloa's all over the place.
You wouldn't believe that Spain defence could concede a goal of that nature. 8 successive clean sheets in knockout one-off games at major tournaments. And then that. 1 minute 36 seconds in. And Fred's flying.
Well, a lot of people as well didn't think he should have been in the team. Scolari's brought him back on purpose.
He's now scored in 8 of the last 11 games that he's played for Brazil. What a start. Brazil 1, Spain 0. Busquets. Almost caught in possession by Oscar. Cheers for Spain's ability to keep possession. They are cheers that are laced with admiration and maybe a bit of envy, though.
Yes, definitely.
That's Piqué. And just a little too much for Fernando Torres.
Yeah, here's a goal again. Two against two situation at the back. And Spain quite plainly just don't deal with it whatsoever. Does well Fred, though.
Got the opener against Uruguay. Got 2 in the previous game against Italy. One at the Maracanã now. Scoring on this ground as he did against England 4 weeks ago. 2-2 draw. Strange to think that the last defeats for either of these teams, both against England, Frank Lampard winners.
Yeah, very strange.
Neymar. Got past Piqué. Cross comes to naught.
Well, they're very, very shaky, aren't they, the Spanish? I think Arbeloa was about to go in the tackle on Neymar and realised he wasn't going to get the ball in the end. He has to pull out.
We can't blame tiredness yet after that epic semi-final that they played against Italy in the heat of Fortaleza on Thursday. Marcelo. Miskicked by Pedro, but an earlier infringement has been spotted.
Yeah, it was on Xavi, wasn't it?
Noise right around this huge bowl. Another Spain free kick.
And I think for the neutral, that was the goal we wanted, wasn't it? We wanted Spain to get 1-0 in front. Brazil would have ever seen the ball then.
Pedro. Neymar back doing his bit. Can put a shift in defensively when the mood takes. Off Thiago Silva. Hooked away by Hulk. Given away though by Brazil. Mata. He's looking for Torres. It nearly came to Pedro, and there are strong shouts of handball.
I'm not sure about that at all, but again, when the ball came in, it was a little bit like Brazil's goal. There was abject panic in that area.
Fred. Neymar. 21 years old. Superb goals scored by the number 10 in all 3 of Brazil's group games. Such pressure on young shoulders.
Yeah, he can play though, can't he? Spanish are a bit skittish at the moment.
Pedro.
This is the one they've got to... Oh, it hit him on the hand.
And Pedro was in no doubt.
Yeah, he was the only one who claimed.
Luiz Gustavo. Neymar. to Oscar. Well, should he have scored? He certainly only missed by a whisker.
He should have scored. It's a fantastic opportunity. Fantastic opportunity. Came off Arbeloa's heel to him. Oh, he's got all the goal to aim at.
Such a good fortune in the approach. Lovely flick from Fred.
Yeah, still a little bit to do. He's got to score from there.
It's not a crisp connection. Connection there, or so it's been ruled by Torres on Marcelo. We're off.
Right. Let's have some more.
Björn Kuipers is going to have a word with the Chelsea and Spain number 9.
It's the old Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid. He's clipped him.
And Spain did give a lot of opportunities to Nigeria a couple of games ago, and then memorably to Italy on Thursday. Italy could have been out of sight by the break. Giving chances again.
Yeah, I just think with Spain, with the way they've started, where they've got Pedro down the right in front of Arbeloa, and he's not particularly good defensively, Pedro. And they're getting found out down that side at the moment.
For a start, at least, it's Neymar's side. And Marcelo's. Pedro did get back and do some defensive work there. Luiz Gustavo. Didn't have the pace on the pass to reach Hulk. Mata gave it away to Oscar.
The rest of the Brazilians that are pressing, they're doing a Spain on Spain at the moment.
Tackle from Luiz Gustavo. And the Spain throw.
What did that 10 minutes ago?
And Brazil were 1-0 up with only just over a minute and a half played. Should have been 2. Luiz waiting for the ball in very casual fashion. Júlio César. Luiz asking Marcelo to push forward.
Yeah, well, Pedro doesn't really know what to do at the moment, whether to push into David Luiz or Marcelo. Very clever Brazil to get the ball at the back, and Luiz comes and plays almost in a left-back position.
Oscar didn't quite run for Paulinho. Arbeloa. Marcelo. Luiz Gustavo, who, as always, is the deepest of deep midfielders.
What, like a centre-back, you mean?
Almost, isn't he?
Well, Luiz is now come and pick this ball up. So Torres doesn't come over. What does Pedro do?
Hanging back to look at Marcelo for now.
Yeah.
Little word from Felipe. Pedro. It's Paulinho. He'll have to chase again. Iniesta down. Paulinho pressing. And he got the ball under his studs, and he nearly caught out Casillas.
It's great pressing. Yeah, it's great pressing from Brazil. Absolutely brilliant.
How about Spain breaking? Xavi. Pedro. First time he's arrived on the right. Iniesta. Xavi, it's all a little too close.
He thinks he's bundled off the ball, Xavi, as well.
Hulk. Now, Torres in the box and joined by Pedro. Torres was having to go away from goal to meet that. Xavi. Thiago Silva away. Iniesta. Brazil will know there will be long spells of Spain possession and pressure.
Look how hard Alves is working to get the ball back.
From his Barcelona colleague, Andrés Iniesta. Now it's Mata. He's close down. Well, Hulk's having the best game of the tournament for him.
Yeah. Not too difficult, though, is it?
Mata. And it's squeezed behind for a Spanish corner.
Great skill, isn't it? He did well in the end, Casillas, actually, because he wasn't quite sure where the bar was, and really unflappable.
Didn't look bad for a goalkeeper out of practice in the last game.
No.
Iniesta's lost it. Pulled forward by Marcelo. That wasn't a cynical taking out. Björn Kuipers has got the yellow card out. I've seen that. That's all it is.
I think the thing as well about this is that Neymar throws himself once there's contact.
He does that.
He certainly does. But Spain lost the ball some sort of 25 yards away from Brazil's goal. I've never seen them start like this before.
Iniesta lost the ball, and Arbeloa made sure that he wasn't going to lose Neymar.
No.
You can see the fall.
Yeah.
In all its, well,
glory.
Glory is the wrong word.
No, it is. Gory.
That's the other side of him. Not that that excuses Arbeloa taking him out.
No, no, no.
Just with it being virtually on the halfway line, it can't really be deemed an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
I'm not sure anyone will catch him.
When you've got him running through, it's reasonably clear.
Well, there was miles from any of the Spanish player.
That's why Brazil's players were so upset that it was just yellow for Arbeloa.
Maybe we've had the old FIFA directive. Keep the players on the pitch.
Torres. Iniesta. Luiz Gustavo, and now Dani Alves, and away. Fred, he's gone down as though fouled by Sergio Ramos. Both players hurt by that collision. The referee was instructing that the ball be put out.
Yeah, quite right. They just ran into each other, didn't they?
I don't know who fell who.
Nah.
As an ex-centre-back, Mark, the only defender on the shortlist for the Golden Ball player of the tournament is Sergio Ramos.
Yeah, well, he's done well. He's played 5 games, not been sent off yet.
Best behaviour. Not even been booked. The others listed: Neymar, Paulinho, Iniesta, playing in this game, plus Andrea Pirlo and Luis Suarez.
Say Suarez is on that list.
He was on the list of 6.
Is he?
I think the winner might well come from this game. Busquets. Here's Mata. Able to collect it, but then not able to find the run of Xavi, who had broken into the box.
I thought he might have just come inside, guy, and have a shot, actually. César's had nothing to do, has he, at all?
He'd already been busy by this stage in the semi-final on Wednesday, saving a Diego Forlan penalty. With 18.5 minutes or so played, it has been Brazil's final so far, almost exclusively. Xavi, Iniesta. Two names that follow one another in either order so perfectly. So often. Xavi. Little burst from Iniesta and a long-range drive. And Júlio César has had something to do.
Yeah, I'm not so sure it was going in. I think he might have seen this quite late.
It's a Xavi corner. Torres. Got up well and met it well.
Probably got it. Well, got too much on it, I suppose.
Seems to be a fire about him tonight. Five goals at the tournament, 4 of those against Tahiti, of course.
Here's a shot, I think, isn't it? No, it wasn't going in.
See from where it started why Júlio César maybe thought he had to save it.
Yeah, it looked good in the magazine, that.
Brazil free kick, much to the bewilderment of Sergio Ramos. Brazil haven't done a fat lot with it. Pedro. The hitch kick did not deceive Marcelo. Called into question in the early stages of the tournament, the Brazil left-back.
No, he's done well, he's done very well.
That's a late challenge, that was Oscar.
Oh, Ramos is in, look.
The problem for Busquets, he's holding the bottom of his back. Just a knee into the hamstring, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's got there as quick as he could. How can you book him? He looks like a choir boy.
Not much of them, but Oscar and Neymar do get stuck in when they need to.
Yeah.
Ramos. Well watched by Thiago Silva. Another who might be at the Nou Camp next season. Strong reports in the Brazilian media of Barcelona top staff out here, keeping an eye on the centre-back. And, of course, their new big investment, Neymar.
I love the fact he owns a third of himself, Neymar. How good is that?
It's not a bad deal. Down goes Iniesta. And Luiz Gustavo was battling a little too eagerly.
He scissored, wasn't he? It's not the same confident stroking the ball about Spain, though, is it?
It's not the swaggering samba Brazil. It's get stuck in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's working well for them. He can't be thinking about this, surely.
Oh, he is. It's Ramos.
Xavi's left the door open for Ramos to have a go.
He should have done.
Let's say not his best. Past the Midway point of the first half. Brazil 1, Spain 0. Long way to go, but Brazil, thanks to Fred's goal, are at the moment on their way to a third successive Confederations Cup triumph. Winners in South Africa 4 years ago, from 2-0 down in the final against the USA to a 3-2 win. 4-1 victors against Argentina in Germany the time before that. Xavi. No free kick. Mata was down. Busquets' back heel was blocked by Luiz Gustavo, who was standing right behind him. And he's in again, the man from Bayern Munich. Marcelo. Up towards Fred. Controlled it well. Couldn't find the finish this time.
No, his movement was very good, wasn't it? He basically told his teammate where he wanted the ball with his movement. Not very tight, are they, Spain?
What's been your verdict on Fred, Mark?
I agree with Luca in many ways. He's just the way he's asked to play within the width of the 18-yard box. Because everybody else runs off, and people like Neymar and Oscar and the Hulk, they're all just, they run off, and he's the sort of constant stays there, always available. How many goals has he scored?
Just see if Torres can get one here. No, crowded out. Little plaintive look towards the referee, doesn't bring him any reward. There's 4 goals at this tournament. 15 goals for Brazil in 29 games now.
Proof of the pudding.
Had a good spell at Lyon for a few years, and he's been prolific back home with Fluminense in the last couple.
He's loved here, isn't he? Almost as much as Neymar. What they call him, Fredgy.
Fredge.
Fredge. He looks like he's been in the Fredge as well.
Fred's gone up for the header and won it. Dani Alves wins that one, commandingly so. Fred, a little lift towards Hulk, who's going to battle. But no more than that. David Luiz. Busquets, Ramos. Nearly sold Piqué short. Wouldn't have thanked him for that. Iniesta, that's a lunge. And it's going to be a yellow card. It's Oscar. It's not his first tackle, is it?
No.
That was barely a tackle. It's just a warning again. He's not going to get anywhere near the ball with that.
No. That is a booking, at the very least. Down the back of his...
2 goes at him.
Yeah. Choir boy with a nasty streak.
Arbeloa. Pedro, across comes David Luiz. For all those regular Premier League watchers who doubt him at the centre of defence, you won't find many dissenting voices amongst Brazilian football fans. He seems to have grown in popularity as this competition's gone on. Arbeloa. Given away. And by Fred.
You can see Del Bosque just patrolling the technical area and very, very thoughtful.
It's not something he's prone to do.
It's not Spain tonight so far. Well done, Brazil.
Hulk got through. And he's got support. And is that a foul? It is. Just outside the box. The yellow card's out.
Oh, they want a red again, look. Dani Alves, what a shot.
Sergio Ramos it was. Oscar went down. Collision.
It was a collision, yeah. I think it was a collision. I think the ref's got that right.
Dani Alves of Barcelona would want a Real Madrid man to see red.
2 times. Well, I think 1 time. I think that's what he's saying.
Arbeloa and now Ramos. Both in the book. Brazil feel they should have been in the bath.
Don't have baths in Brazil.
Well, we found that out. Don't have plugs.
Just be careful when you say we, won't you?
Neymar in discussion with Paulinho.
Left foot, Hulk.
Hulk wants it. Neymar might just demand it.
Golden boy.
Short run up for either one of them. It's going to be a step and touch shot. Or something different. It's lashed by Hulk.
Yeah, it's a clever free kick because it takes away the wall, and touch from Neymar actually was wasted in the end. Just takes away the wall completely and gives him a gap. There you go.
Below got out of the way.
Wouldn't you?
I see why he got the nickname. That's a foul. Paulinho on Pedro. Kind of been the story of a lot of the first half. A little bit bitty.
But it suits Brazil, guy, doesn't it? It really does.
Quite a lot of interruptions. Now it's a Xavi free kick. Ramos did well to bring that down and keep Spain pressing as best he can. Thiago Silva pressing into him.
I'll never ever understand why players do that. He's got him in the corner, away from his goal. Just keep him in there. Leave him alone. He's going nowhere.
Xavi on the free kick. Blocked almost at source.
Shabby, wasn't it?
Torres being followed by Paulinho around the box. Piqué's run towards the ball was quickly stopped. And that's given away. How many times have we said that about Spain tonight? It was Jordi Alba this time. Neymar, he's got it through. Good save, Casillas. Team finish from Fred.
Spain giving the ball away, some 70 yards away from goal. How big could this save be for them in tonight's game? It's a great chance, great ball from Neymar. Good save, Casillas. Big, big save, that is.
Neymar with the corner. He's just having a word with Paulinho and Busquets, who's ignoring the man in charge. And he's getting pulled out for special treatment as a result. I understand you may be struggling to hear us at home because of the noise level in here. Players are struggling to hear the ref, and he's just a yard away. In from Neymar, Fred attacked it. Well, he's got his one, he could have had 2 or 3.
Yeah. And he's caught that square on the forehead as well. He's probably caught it too flush. He knows that's a big chance. Another one. Look, miles above everybody. Great ball, Nick, from Neymar. Great ball.
Well-timed run from Fred too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with this strike guy apart from the fact it was straight at Casillas. Either side of him, it's 2-0.
Neymar, he's tried to flick his way past Gerard Piqué. And he went in on Sergio Ramos. Ramos feels that Neymar's left his foot in one or two too many times.
No. Just a bit embarrassed.
We can't overstate, can we, Mark, the deafening noise inside this magnificent ground.
It is amazing. It's almost as good as the anthem, or as loud. That was deafening.
Every time Brazil push forward, it just goes up and up and up. That's Thiago Silva. Strong running from Hulk.
Good ball in, actually, after his run. There's nothing else he can do. He just hopes someone's up there, join him in the play.
There's a good point you made a while ago about Vicente del Bosque. But 90% of the Spain games he's been in charge of, he sits, he doesn't have cause to go to the touchline. No. He's not left that spot on the edge of the technical area tonight.
He reflects, doesn't he?
Here's Pedro. Xavi. Iniesta managed to find Jordi Alba.
Great block, Thiago Silva. Great block. For once, Spain had 3 red-shirted players in the opposition penalty area.
It's one of the first times we've seen Alba get down that left-hand side.
Yeah.
And he loves to do that. He's still there now. And Iniesta did need some help. Crowded out in the end.
Well, Scolari certainly got his players at it in terms of commitment, hasn't he?
Xavi on the ball. Ramos, Piqué and Busquets are all in there. Over Busquets. Fred's header. Paulinho. Back into Busquets. And there's Piqué. Pedro. Neymar. Can he do it all by himself? He might have to. Arbeloa blocks it.
Yeah.
And Neymar ran into it.
Lack of control, unusual for him.
Xavi. How long can Brazil press and work in the manner at which they have been doing?
Well, as we know, a little bit further south, the heat isn't quite as well. Not the heat so much, guys. The humidity isn't, or doesn't seem as bad here. So probably longer than normal.
It's a fresh enough night in Rio.
What, you mean it's only 24?
It's not Fortaleza. Ramos. Mata. His club mate in his way. And on his way before Pedro bundled him over.
Another daft foul as well again. I've never seen Spain like this.
Bosque a moment ago had his hands in his pockets. Now they're folded. And he'll have plenty to say, as he did at half-time in the Italy semi-final.
Well, I think he'll give it to them at half-time, and I'm pretty sure it's something he does very, very rarely. It may have some effect tonight.
In competitive matches, this is Vicente del Bosque's 45th game in charge of Spain. They've lost 2 of the previous 44.
Cripes.
They've lost 2 of 60 that have really mattered since October 2006. It's an incredible record. Marcelo to Paulinho.
Not really getting the game, can he? Iniesta and Xavi. The 2 metronomes normally for Spain as well.
It's Brazil dictating the pace of this game. Torres just asking the question, has he got a free kick? Why haven't they had any more?
Alba's in.
Busquets looking for him.
There's the first goal. What a mess that is.
Quick reaction from Fred.
Heider's great here. Just gets a little lever out, look. Got the bouton rouge onto it. That's all needed, wasn't it, after the rousing national anthem as well, to score so quickly.
Spain.
There must be an advantage. He's not played an advantage for them.
Marcelo, Neymar. Spain will be furious if this comes to something for Brazil. Paulinho. Hulk had to be strong. Busquets took the ball away comfortably enough. Torres. Lovely ball for Mata. Pedro to the right. Pedro's in. David Luiz with a wonderful clearance.
Absolutely brilliant. I don't know how he's managed to get this up and over. Great anticipation.
He's defended like that in every game. He doesn't know how he did it.
But he doesn't.
Xavi's corner. That's Torres, and that's over.
Great ball by Mata as well, isn't it? Right into his path. One touch, left foot across. It just bobbled a little bit, which helped him, didn't it? Just comes up about 6 inches here. Oh, brilliant.
Just nicely
could have come off his, well, it could have got, you know, shin pad, knee, nose, and in. Great block.
It's his name you can hear around the stadium now.
Good move as well from the Spanish. You'd argue probably the only one and a half.
Question marks about Pedro's finish?
I think he thinks he's done absolutely everything right. It was calm, wasn't it? He wasn't trying to smash it in. I think we all thought goal, didn't we?
I think it needed more smashing. Take nothing away from the defending, though.
No. Oh, it's top draw, that.
It's Fred. Oscar to Luiz Gustavo, now Hulk. Stayed in. Oscar. Fred. Neymar's waiting. Straight to Casillas.
The break again. Done well tonight, Fred. Himself in good positions. Uh-oh.
Casillas finally clear. Arbeloa. Given away to Marcelo. Pass one. Then blocked. No free kick. Not too many asking for it either.
No, it wasn't a free kick. One over down the right, Spain. Look, Pedro here.
And here he is again.
He's just playing left centre-back, stroke left back. And as soon as Marcelo goes, he just sits in there. He doesn't half read the game extremely well.
This is his first major tournament. He missed the Copa America 2011 through injury. And he's enjoyed it. He's risen to it. Apologised profusely in the Brazilian media for giving away a penalty against Uruguay in the semi-final.
That was nuts, wasn't it? Fortunately, it wasn't costly.
Oscar. Neymar. When's he going to get into the game? Oscar. It's back with Neymar, who's onside. And he's found the net. He nearly burst it. Brazil's boy wonder. Brazil 2, Spain 0.
Well, his whole movement was excellent originally because he came to come in to bring Arbeloa. In the end, he came out again, and the little exchange as well with Oscar was excellent. Great ball from Oscar. It's almost go and whack that in the top corner, which is exactly what he's done. I think Arbeloa's given him a bit too much room, but even so, he waited, make sure he was on, he's on, he's fine. Great little ball, out your feet, bang. Clever by Oscar as well, you know, because I think he realised that Neymar was offside, so he had a couple more touches before he played the ball in.
Simply no time for Iker Casillas to react.
It's a big miss, isn't it, Pedro, now?
Now we've got to see a reaction from Spain. That long run is in severe danger of being ended. To add on to the end of a first half that has belonged to Brazil.
So impressed with his movement, guy. So impressed.
21 years old with the football world at his feet.
He's just got a fantastic football brain.
Dani Alves. Fouled.
Spain just want to get off at the moment. At 2.
They're singing you undoubtedly will have heard at home. That's a free kick as Paulinho threatens a break.
He was just starting to panic.
Just going to say about the chant that's been round, and translated for me as the champions are back.
Torres is complaining out. He's just shaking off the ball.
David Luiz. 2-0 Brazil, and this is before Spain tiredness comes into play, if it does. Vicente and his long-time assistant, Tony Grande, have problems to solve.
Well, unfortunately, I think I've seen Brazil play every game bar one. This is by far and away the best they've been.
And the worst Spain have been for quite some time.
Yes.
Pedro. It's got away from Marcelo, but the whistle's already gone. Time is up.
Marcelo was lucky.
David Luiz was still switched on and across to cover. He's had a super half. Brazil have had a dream half. A goal at the start of it from Fred. A goal at the end of it, crashed home by Neymar. We'll leave you for half-time with the sound of the Maracanã. Brazil 2, Spain 0.
There you go. That was the second of 2 goals for Brazil in that first half from Neymar. A wonderful 45 minutes of football played.
The Brazilians will tire, but it isn't going to look like it. I mean, I think they need a miracle myself, the way the Brazil are playing, and I can't see any way back for the Spanish.
Even with the style they're playing at in the pressing game, the crowd will probably lift them through it, won't they? There's one substitution, of course, Azpilicueta has come on. Surprise for Arbeloa.
No, it's not a surprise. And given it another 10 or 15 minutes, don't be surprised if Mata or Pedro were to come off for Navas, if nothing changes dramatically.
And also Torres will come off. They'll probably take the 11 of them off.
OK, let's get back to our commentary team of Mark Lawrenson and Guy Mowbray.
Thanks, Gary. We're underway with the second half at the Maracanã. There's just that one Spain change at half-time. Chelsea's César Azpilicueta, on for the former Liverpool man Álvaro Arbeloa, who hasn't had a night to remember on one of football's greatest stages. First thing to ask you, Mark, is whether you've given it any thought to how Spain can get back into this.
Well, I've taken off the weakest link, that's the first thing, certainly. Just be interesting, Guy, the energy levels of the Brazilians. And of course, it goes out saying that Spain have to score the next goal.
The game against Italy on Thursday was the first time Spain had failed to score in 16 games. Need at least 2 here to take it any further. Neymar. Tackled by Piqué, as Azpilicueta can't keep the ball in. There's been a feeling with Brazil having triumphed in the last 2 Confederations Cups that this tournament suits them better than the World Cup. They can play with freedom, there's less pressure, but I don't think that applies to this team on home soil.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the other thing as well, of course, is that they're having to play friendlies generally because being the host. So the fact that, you know, they've gone all the way to the final is obviously good for Scolari and his team.
And at the moment they're set on going all the way to lifting the trophy for the 3rd time in a row. Marcelo. Hulk. Held off Jordi Alba. Comes through to Fred. Just about all over. Fred second. Brazil's third. Spain are being spanked.
That's such a measured, calm finish as well, isn't it? They had an extra man all the time and they knew exactly what they wanted to do, Brazil, which was get it into Fred. Marcelo actually with the run. The referee played on as well. Just here, look, just there. Step over, he waits, measured. Does he see this late, Casillas? I think he should have stopped it. You get half a hand on it, there's no reason not to get the full hand on it. Yeah. He's tried to flick that round the far post, hasn't he, Casillas? All he's done is flick it in.
Hard to see a way back for the world champions now. Very hard. There's joy, there's disbelief, there's wonder.
I think some of them are already on the flight to Madrid.
Well, he's not Pele, he's not Zico, he's no Neymar, but Fred can finish. Brazil 3, Spain 0.
Just have to see that goal again, Guy, because I'm not sure what happened to Azpilicueta.
There's Iniesta. Torres. Paulinho.
We've hardly mentioned him, have we?
The man who's reportedly on his way to White Hart Lane, who headed the late winning goal in the semi-final against Uruguay. A very disciplined job in midfield tonight. Xavi. Here's Pedro. Jordi Alba in. It's Sergio Ramos' header. And it's easy for Júlio César.
Yeah, there's also a narrowness about Spain as well, isn't there?
Dani Alves, so along with goalkeeper César, set to be a double Confederations Cup winner. The only two members of the squad from 4 years ago. Just as the Fortaleza fans were giving Italy the olays against Spain, now Brazil get them on their hallowed turf. Neymar took a lot of turf with him then. It's Marcelo, and it was Ramos who got it away. But I think Brazil have got away.
Yeah. Can't see Spain coming back in this to run them close.
You cannot underestimate what this win would do, not just for Brazilian football, but for Brazil as a nation.
Well, after all the troubles of the last, nearly 3 weeks now as well, isn't it? I'm sure everybody knows all about them.
We've seen a lot of it, we understand it. But we've also seen firsthand just how football brings this nation together.
Yeah. Everything stops when Brazil play football.
Piqué. Dani Alves took it away from Mata.
Listen to that noise, just absolutely incessant.
That's going to run away from Mata. And there's going to be another Spain change. They're going to send on the flying machine, Jesús Navas.
Good luck.
Mata's off.
Yeah, disappointing. So I've got a completely different right side.
Juan Mata can finally start his holidays. He got 75 competitive games of football since the Community Shield last August.
And he's had a really good season.
Until tonight. Ramos. Pedro won't get that. This will hurt Spain hugely. They've had full motivation for this final, for this tournament. It's been a feeling that the Confederations Cup would complete the set. They wanted to respond to the jeers that Brazilian fans have given them wherever they've played. They're trying to prove now that they're not out of this yet. Neymar. Fred. Ramos in the way. Xavi. Jesús Navas. Marcelo.
Oh, it's a
penalty. Marcelo stretched out a leg, and he just caught enough of Jesús Navas to force the winger down.
It's a cheap penalty as well for Brazil to give away. He stops him going down the line, turns him inside. It's contact, it's a penalty.
A slight hint, if this goes in, of a Spain recovery still being possible.
I don't know what they're arguing about.
Sergio Ramos is the player who's ready to hit it goalwards. Well dressed for it.
Pull his tights up.
Ramos versus Júlio César. And he's put it wide. we've seen him do that.
I thought for a split second, guy, that César might have had a touch, but that's a poor penalty. Just sums up Spain's night, doesn't it?
That will be it for Spain.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he got a touch.
Well, you'd be claiming it, wouldn't you?
Remember Ramos blazing over the bar in a Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich season before last, but ever since then we've seen him chip, we've seen him put them into the roof. Not wide.
It shows you when your brain's scrambled.
They're out of sorts. And Brazil are almost out of sight. Offside, Oscar.
Well, if you're Vincent Del Bosque, wonder where you really go from here. Besides home.
Xavi.
Just be interesting to see if all the Spanish players still want the ball as much. 3-0 down here.
Azpilicueta to Piqué. I understand you might have heard Spanish voices throughout the first half. Right behind us, the Spanish TV crew. And they have been loud. I've been hearing them. I'm not hearing them now.
I can hear them better than you.
I'm doing my best. Iniesta. Torres let it run, but it ran straight to Thiago Silva. Just to let you know, there's animated conversation going on with the Italian television at the moment, because one Giuseppe Bergami is their star analyst. Defending. He's about as impressed as you've been. Impressed with him, though.
Yeah, very, very.
What a good ball it is, too. Too much for Neymar to do. Iniesta. Managed to withstand the bump and barge from Hulk. Pedro. Iniesta. Júlio César milks the cheers of the crowd.
Better though, better from the Spanish, most definitely. I'm going to make another change, are they?
David Villa.
I bet he's delighted.
In times of trouble, throw on your record goal scorer. Hulk. He's got away from Jordi Alba. Casillas did enough to put him off. This could get embarrassing for Spain.
Well, just one ball beat everybody.
If it's not enough already.
Yeah, especially after a long, hard season as well. Look.
We know how quick Jordi Alba is.
Yeah. He looked like he was running through treacle, didn't he?
And here's the change. Torres off. And making his way to the bench in very disgruntled fashion. And on comes David Villa. Barely played at this tournament, still helped himself to a hat-trick against Tahiti. Jesús Navas. Júlio César can't prevent the corner. Spain not to have any hope. They need to score quickly. They've had the big chance. Xavi. Piqué. And Júlio César. Iniesta. Scolari not happy at the way Hulk was easily beaten there.
Yeah, they said he just didn't compete for the ball. He's having a go at him now. He might get the hook.
Iniesta. Xavi. Iniesta. Ball bounced away. David Luiz has taken no chances with the clearance. Brazil just reining themselves in a little bit now.
They're just going through a spell of just soaking up the Spanish pressure, aren't they? And it still looks on the break, as everyone's seen, that they'll get another one.
Azpilicueta. Blatter. Doesn't look as though he's enjoying it.
Maybe he wanted extra time.
Brazil throw. Neymar is coming across to receive. Luiz Gustavo. Dani Alves sold Hulk short. Jordi Alba managed to keep it in, but Dani Alves managed to outfox him.
Hulk's just saying, sorry, Dani Alves saying to Hulk, you know, I've just played it in there for you to come onto it.
Players not happy with Hulk, the coach not happy with Hulk. No suggestion yet of a change in that department. Here's Hulk once more, but don't think we can blame him for that, although Thiago Silva, I think, tried to.
Wasn't Hulk's fault.
Xavi.
I think they might take Hulk off and bring Bernard on.
Bernard, Lucas Moura.
Yeah, forgot about him.
It's an emerging talent. Ramos. Just clipped. Xavi. Iniesta bounces the ball back to him. But he couldn't get in between Paulinho and Luiz Gustavo.
No, he threw himself over as well, didn't he? Frustration as much as anything.
Ramos prevents the ball from reaching Neymar. Piqué. Iniesta. Pedro. Villa. Xavi can't get it back to Villa. Oscar. Paulinho. Marcelo to Paulinho. Neymar's demanding the ball. Back again to Marcelo. Had to square it to Fred. That's what he tried to do.
Well, I'm not sure, you know. I think he thought that he couldn't get it through, and I think he went for the old goalkeeper eyes near post trick.
This will tell us. Just on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Last minute, he's thought, cheeky one.
Pedro. Iniesta. Drove it straight against Thiago Silva. And Jordi Alba was trying to play him Villa. And let's ask the question now. Yes, Spain are still in this game by the skin of their teeth, but are we seeing a Brazil team that, if it keeps developing, Mark, can do something in a year's time?
Yes, I think there's no doubt about that whatsoever. They've still got quite a bit of developing to do. I mean, this is an outstanding performance tonight.
And this record they have in Brazil, and that counts for quite a lot.
Yeah.
It'll now be, assuming Spain don't manage something miraculous here, 34 games on Brazilian soil without defeat, 11 years.
No, it's brilliant. And the other thing as well is that they've got so many quality replacements.
Neymar trying to play in Hulk. Jordi Alba's tap away to Iniesta. Azpilicueta. Now he's caught. Paulinho. Marcelo. Crucial touch, took it behind Fred. Iniesta. Piqué's ambling forward here. Pedro. 3 in the box for him. Almost the touch from Björn. Well gathered by Júlio César.
Space here.
Could yet be more goals in this. Could be one here. Casillas is out and just at the right time. Pedro's being held. Free kick. Xavi. Jesús Navas. Marcelo was making him go outside, couldn't find the angle.
No, Luiz is having a go as well. They just left 3 up front. Nobody tracked back. Koska, Fred, Neymar, all just stayed up the pitch.
That was it. That was the moment.
He had a long look as well, didn't he, at César?
And he was looking, as he shaped to hit it, he was looking in the other corner. And as you said at the time, Mark, if things aren't going right, you don't think straight.
No.
Iniesta. Ramos. Here's Pedro. Jordi Alba's lost the ball. Fred, Neymar managed to escape the clutches of Busquets. Now against Piqué, and he's passed him as well. Piqué's in trouble. Piqué's in big trouble. Piqué's off.
You watch Piqué here. He knew exactly what he was going to do. It's like we're 3-0 down. I'm not chasing him. I'm just going to take him out. It's exactly what he did. There we go.
Spanish players around the referee, who was given no option at all.
No.
Down, a penalty missed, and now a man down as well.
You've probably not seen, but all the punters in front of us are turning around to see the reaction of Shakira. Piqué, she's his wife, isn't she?
She is.
Yeah.
There she is.
Oh, he's not getting cocoa, is he?
I feel for her a little because she is getting it. He's being goaded royally by the Brazilian fans. Now all Brazil have to think about is to decide which one of their star artists is going to try to make it 4.
Can't remember whose turn it is.
And Dani Alves is most put out that it's not him.
Not having it. Maybe David Luiz.
Neymar's got one. Already scored one sumptuous free kick in this competition.
Right, he's taking it, looking at that. Look how far the wall's back.
It's Neymar! sure Casillas was getting there. And it might well be that we're going to see an exhibition of what we really associate with Brazilian football for the last minutes of this game, because they're home and dry surely now. They've got the man advantage. Time to show us the style. There'll be one or two of them who won't be able to resist. Iniesta. 20 long minutes to go if you're Spanish. Xavi.
It'll feel like an hour this in Spain.
And now the heavy leg feeling after that overtime shift on Thursday will really come into effect. Pedro. Jesús Navas can't go any further, but Spain do get a corner.
No, he's put in the shift though since he came on, Navas. He's the one who's actually trying to attack the Brazilian defence.
And the flashes we've seen of him at this tournament, and of course what we've seen of him playing in La Liga, he will be a player to really keep an eye on for Manchester City next season.
Yeah, very rapid, very direct.
In from Xavi. David Luiz clear. Iniesta. Lifted one in beautifully. Ramos is there. And he didn't hit that as well as he hit his penalty.
No, come off his shin a little bit.
Brazil change. Hull is going off, but we're going to see somebody we haven't seen yet in the tournament. Jádson of Sao Paulo.
You sort of knew it was him coming off, didn't you? I think he and Scolari have a little bit of a love-hate relationship.
He's popular. Mind you, wearing a yellow shirt tonight, who wouldn't be?
Yeah.
Great reception for Jádson as well.
Ah, there you go. Holds well. Took it in the bin, mate, now.
Jádson bucks the trend of this young Brazilian team. He's 29, it's only his 8th cap. Made his debut aged 27. Back in Brazil after spending 7 years at Shakhtar Donetsk in the Ukraine.
Hold on, let me think. Donetsk or Rio?
Or Sao Paulo.
Any of them.
You enjoyed the next last year.
That's what I told you.
Iniesta. Neymar. Caught. Pedro. Taking it in turns to take him out. They'll be able to do that as often as they like in training sessions with Barcelona next season.
Yeah, he just seems to turn the afterburners on. He's stood on his toes, isn't he?
Neymar and Messi in the same club side.
Need a ball each.
Think about what we've seen at this tournament, and it makes you think, I can't wait for a year's time. When the likes of Messi join the party.
Germany.
Well, the evidence of this, which is one game, let's not forget that, might be Europe's best bet.
Well, it'll be interesting, Guy, though, what the European teams do, you know. So we've experienced humidity, haven't we, up in the northeast, and I think if you're based up there, you'd have to come as soon as the season finishes just to try and get used to it. It's suffocating.
They'll be wishing for a draw that keeps them close to Rio. Porto Alegre in the deep south.
Porto Alegre, you'd buy that now, wouldn't you?
Some of the northern European teams are in Fortaleza much. Forget it.
And Recife, Salvador.
Oscar. Neymar. Jádson. Marcelo. Brazil 3, Spain 0. Dani Alves. Fred's collected. Bounced away from Paulinho.
Well, in Spain's very first game of this competition, I think we described it as a masterclass, especially the first half, and it's definitely roles reversed tonight.
And still he wants more.
Oh, yeah.
He said he knows which ingredients are missing. He'll be looking for them. And he's kept with the same team, bar one change when Paulinho took a knock and Hernanes came in. Dani Alves, oldest outfield player in the team, offside. And there's Jádson.
Just needed to play it a split second earlier. There, that's right.
This might be just the warm-up for the real thing, but this feels special tonight. Feels a little bit like Brazil have come home. They've only actually played 8 games at this most wonderful of stadiums in the last 23 years.
Yeah, the only problem you see at the moment, or you envisage, is the lack of competitive games, isn't it, for the next year? And you can build up games any way you like, but friendlies is friendlies.
The players will get them with their club sides, of course, but not at this high, rarefied level.
No. Great tackle.
Neymar away with a skip and a hop. Tried to go all the way.
They did well, though, the Spanish. Brilliant recovery. Looked like he was clear.
Here's David Villa. Seen off by Thiago Silva. Another Brazil change shortly. It's a foul by Jesús Navas on the Brazil captain, the man who took Brazil to the Olympic final at Wembley last year.
Azpilicueta, wasn't it? Vital touch.
Well.
Very well. I love the fact when he went to Chelsea that nobody could pronounce his name, so they called him Dave. Brilliant.
About to come on for Brazil is Joe.
We haven't had Bernard yet, have we? Fred's been on.
The Holy Trinity, Joe, Fred and Bernard. That's Fred, that's Neymar.
Party time.
Iniesta. It'll be a Spain free kick, and former Manchester City and Everton man Joe will come on. He's come on twice in this tournament and he's scored both times against Japan and Mexico. And he's taking the place of Fred, who is a Fluminense player based in this city. He's a real hero.
Just looking back as well at his first goal, I don't think at any stage Arbeloa has any idea where the ball actually is. He was never looking at it.
Listen to the reception for Fredji.
He will get a big hug.
Waving goodbye to Spain's long run. is a prime example of how careers can turn very, very quickly. Leandro Damião injured and had to leave the squad on the eve of the tournament. In came Joe for his first appearance in the national team since 2008. 2 games later, 2 brief appearances later, he's got his first 2 goals for his country. And you never know, he might get one in the final. Spain might get one. No, Júlio César, what a superb save. Pedro denied. Nothing for Spain to cheer at all.
He did everything right, Pedro, as well. Struck it early, struck it low, far corner. He got down really well, César.
Over towards Ramos. Goal kick.
Top save.
On his way from Queen's Park Rangers, pretty much confirmed by Harry Redknapp this week. I think we knew he wouldn't be dropping down to the Championship.
Do we know where he's going?
Most reports seem to suggest he'll stay in London. Arsenal very strongly linked. Plenty for them to discuss.
Well, it's not often they're in this situation, is it?
It'll be a long flight to Madrid. Luiz Gustavo. Marcelo still eating up the ground to get up and down the left-hand side, as nearly all who've worn that Brazil number 6 shirt have done over the years. Neymar, Marcelo. Scurrying away is Navas.
Tackle.
It's almost rudely taken away from the ball.
Yeah. I bet Busquets is actually delighted he's been taken out of midfield and going for as a centre-back next to Ramos. The chasing that Spanish have had in there.
Oh, Carnival in Rio, that famous event that draws visitors from right around the world. It's held every year before Lent, before Easter. I think there's going to be another carnival of a different kind tonight, right across this city. Here's Joe. Joe's gone for goal. Too hot for Casillas to handle. Maybe not the right option for Joe to pick. Neymar poked away by Jordi Alba.
But he gets an absolute rocket from Neymar.
Xavi. Iniesta. Joe. When you think of Brazil, you think of superb individuals by and large across the years. Of course, that great 1970 team. I'm trying to think of a star artist tonight. But they've all been superb.
Yes, very much so.
Dani Alves. Navas in from behind. The advantage is with Brazil. Neymar kicked off his wrong foot and Marcelo wasn't ready for it. Spain are ready for the words of Vicente del Bosque at full time.
Yeah, let's go home. He never even looked to see where Neymar was. Probably why he doesn't start the team.
Ramos. Xavi. Azpilicueta wins Spain a corner. Just look at the faces. You've heard the noise all night.
Sheer delight, isn't it?
Hernanes will be on for the end of it. Busquets loses out to Joe and will have to get back quickly. Neymar. Good work again from Azpilicueta. Brazil free kick. Just get the feeling there might well be goal number 4 against the beleaguered 10 men of Spain.
Yeah.
Spain's run coming to an end. A record 29 competitive games without defeat and no more. Brazil building their own little run. They haven't been beaten in a game that's really mattered since the quarterfinals of the last World Cup. Haven't been too many.
Well, it doesn't suddenly mean that Spain are a bad team, does it? But just a few question marks.
Jesús Navas is certainly a very good player. David Villa. Villa! They're not going to get one.
He's like Superman, wasn't he?
Oscar, he's earned the brief holiday he's going to enjoy before going back to Premier League duties. Jádson. Neymar gives the ball away. Iniesta. And that'll be a Spain free kick. And a Brazil substitution. Paulinho is going to make way for Hernanes. Has been one or the other in recent weeks and months. And that's the man from Lazio. He gets his turn to be on the field as a Brazil player at the Maracanã on this great night for Brazilian football. Magnificent sight.
Fantastic, isn't it?
Not as big as it used to be. Not quite finished in many places. It's a venue worthy of holding the big one, the World Cup final, in 378 days' time. Venue with so many memories. And Brazil have created another one for their supporters tonight. Xavi. Navas. Marcelo thought he was clipped. Navas got on with it. Brazil are still seeking goal number 4. Marcelo's been hurt as he went over.
I think he's all right.
Hernanes. Dani Alves. Brazil have scored in the last 5 minutes in all their games at this tournament. No need to tonight. Won't stop them trying. Hernanes, skillfully away from Iniesta. Neymar. Busquets out of the back. Pedro. They're still hassling. They're still pressing.
They are indeed. There's Alves on his teammate.
Portuguese translation in a moment. Sounds like shake, rattle and roll. Thiago Silva.
Well, in many ways, by winning this competition, they've just ratcheted up the pressure, haven't they, to win next year.
The expectation was already at a maximum high. Neymar. The expectation on him will go up and up another level.
Through the roof.
Just been presented with the guest list, the presentation committee, etc. It's a Shakira, Colombian musician. That's if she's still here. Your name's not on it, Mark. I've looked. Here's Hernanes.
My mate Zaccaroni's on it.
The Japanese coach is still here. His team unlucky to lose all 3 games.
I sat next to him the other night on a flight. Me, Zaccaroni and a nun.
There's Pedro. You make up your own joke for that. Pedro down. What happened next? David Luiz. Brazil's substitutes are off the bench. They're standing. They're ready to rush onto the field and greet their teammates. Dani Alves. They might yet get a 4th goal to celebrate. Oscar. Hernanes. Trying to keep away from Jesús Navas. It's a Brazil free kick. We are deep into the 2nd minute of added on time. And it's all over. Brazil are back. The first team to beat Spain in a game of any magnitude for 3 years. A team that has laid down a real statement of intent for when we're all back here in a year's time for the FIFA World Cup. The Confederations Cup is their competition once more. 3 wins in a row. This one means more than any of the others. This has been at the Maracanã. This has been a Brazilian rebirth. 2 goals for Fred, 1 for Neymar. Spain missing a penalty and down to 10 before the end as their world came crashing down around them. Brazil 3, Spain 0.
The Brazilian triumph again in the Confederations Cup, and they will celebrate long and hard, you suspect, right across Brazil. It's some extraordinary statistics. This was the first time that Spain have been beaten by 3 goals since 1985. And that in any sort of competitive game, and that was by Wales. You remember that extraordinary volley, perhaps, from Mark Hughes way back when. And Brazil, its heaviest defeat in a tournament since Spain's heaviest defeat since they lost 6-1 to Brazil as well back in 1950, and that was also in the Maracanã. Great triumph for Brazil, 3rd in a row. Neymar filling his potential. Can you imagine Neymar and Messi next season at Barcelona? That'll be a sight to behold for the Barcelona fans and the fans of football right throughout the world. Spain's long run of success comes to an end.